guys? I'm Raiden. I play lead guitar in When the Sun Sets.
Hello, my name's Adam, and I play drums for When the Sun Sets.
Hey guys, I'm Anthony and I play guitar in When the Sun Sets.
Hey y'all, I'm Robbie. I play bass in When the Sun Sets.
I'm Zach, and I sing in When the Sun Sets.
Honestly, my dad, I saw him when I was like 10 years old. I saw him playing and I fell in love with it right then. So I've been addicted ever since. So, yeah, early on.
First time I ever heard Blink-182. Travis Barker was my idol when I was a little 9-year-old boy. So I knew I wanted tattoos one day.
Rock Band Baby. My mom got me a copy of Rock Band when I was like 10. I started playing it. I got pretty good at it. And I asked her for a guitar, and one thing led to another, and started playing in bands when I was in middle school, and led me to When the Sun Sets, and I'm happy to be here.
I would go home after school, and there was a bunch of bands I listened to, like Newfound Glory, Bayside, things like that, that really helped me get through some of the tougher times. And then picking up a bass, I actually picked it up when I was 14 on a road trip in Florida. We went to a music store. I picked up a Squire 2, which doesn't exist any longer, but I picked up a Squire 2 made in Japan, and it was my first bass, and that's when I started learning a bunch of Newfound Glory stuff, a bunch of Good Charlotte stuff, and then it led to me playing and absolutely falling in love and it being my release. So
I actually started playing behind my parents' back. I would, when they weren't home, I started playing guitar, and they knew that, but I thought I could sing, and I just would record these really horrible YouTube videos that are not out there anymore. And I would just cover some of my favorite songs. And that's kind of where it started. And my parents would get messages from their friends, and it would be like, hey, do you know your son sings? And then they get YouTube links. They were like, what? And so, I had, once they knew about it, they would send it to their parents, my grandparents, and I think my grandma was like my biggest supporter with that. Like, get out there, book a show. Like, you need to go out there and start grinding, pretty much, So unfortunately, like, she passed away before my first show, but that was the driving factor of like booking that first acoustic show. I think, just family pushing me to do it.
When the Sun Sets kind of saved me a little bit, like, not to be too on the nose with it or whatever, but I was at a time in my life when I didn't know if I was going to play music anymore. And when I saw a Facebook post from Zach about looking for a bass player, I kind of reached out. Me and him talked. I listened to some of the songs. Some of them were awesome songs that I really dug, and there was a couple lines, especially in Inside Out, that kind of hit me in that bridge. Just, building that beautiful garden, like Zach liked to talk about in that song, is kind of something that hit me and kept me going and doing stuff that I kind of thought I was probably never going to do again, and brought me in and met and kind of saved me, because I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I was not in a good spot in my life when that happened. So
A lot. I mean, it means everything to me. I mean, like the whole concept of the band, the whole message that we're promoting. Like the whole idea of when the sun sets, things kind of go dark. So it really sits with me, and it's been sitting with me ever since I joined the band. So
When the Sun Sets means hope, kind of spreading a message through music. This is the first band I've ever been a part of where that is like the forefront of the message, is spreading mental health awareness and helping people out.
When the Sun Sets is pretty much my life. Like, since I was 17 years old, like, music was all I wanted to do in some form. And I didn't really know what music meant to me until I started this band. And when I did, like, I realized that music, like, saves people's lives, it saved me. And I just want to make an impact on somebody's life. I think all the other guys think the same way. We all want somebody to go home feeling like they can wake up tomorrow and they can love themselves and they can keep pushing through.
It means a lot. I really enjoy playing in this band. The message that we spread is relatable and very important for people to hear. Basically, we advocate for mental health awareness and letting people know that they're not alone. And yeah, it's very important to me. I love the message that we spread and just having the opportunity to play with these guys.
I have a couple, but I do know like when Jesus. No, I think favorite show memory. I think when we there was a time we were playing a show at Bow Lounge and like people were singing the songs with us. That hit where we're actually making the impact. That's what meant the most to me. So a few weeks back, but
Probably when we opened up for in our own words at B Kitchen. Just we were the first band to play, and the fact that there's just a whole packed room of people, and just having that feeling that you're a part of something big and people are actually there to support you. That was like the show that just it clicked for me of why I love doing this.
The show that sticks out most for me is when we opened up for In Our Own Words. Just an outstanding experience. I've been listening to them for years and years, and getting to open for them was just a tremendous honor.
Playing a show in North Carolina, first time playing out there, and having no AC and getting to play with some of our friends and stuff like that. And we were absolutely dying because we decided to wear hockey jerseys in the middle of June, end of June, beginning of July, so middle of summer. And it was awful, but also the greatest experience of my life.
I'm gonna go with a recent one. It was a show we played at a place in St. Louis called Red Flag. Just like a really cool venue. Not a venue we had like much business playing in at our size. A little oversized for us, but it was like just such a beautiful room. You walk in and like the vibe was very modern, but they also reused everything they possibly could. So shipping containers were where the sound booth and the merchandise were. It was a really industrial but modern vibe. So I think the show really popped off too. Everybody really vibed with each other on stage, and you know that's what this is all about too. When we hit that stage.
Undertow. That song when I joined the band right when that song was about to come out, and the first time I heard that I knew that this was like a special thing to be a part of.
I would say honest, but just because I love the vibe it gives live, but it's going to be Home Run just because it's just a lot of fun to play. It kind of covers the gamut, at least for release stuff. Is my answer currently.
I'd probably say lyrically would be Serotonin Sunrise. It's a love song. I don't write a lot of those, so like that was super cool. I'd say musically, probably like Home Run. I think Rob said that earlier. I just think instrumentally, it's just a hard hitting song.
Dear Diary, and we never play it. So what's up? Yeah, so that's the reason I actually joined the band. Really, I mean, it was when I first met Zach. I was at a show with another band, and he was looking for a fill-in, and I checked out his music, and the first thing I clicked was Dear Diary, and the song sits with me to this day, and that's not the only reason it sold on me, but it was part of the reason. Music rocks. I heard it, it hit me, and it's resonates. So the whole concept of joining the band was tied to Dear Diary and then Zach in general. So
I definitely love Undertow, but my favorite has to be Complicated. It's really chuggy, which I love heavy stuff. So Complicated also has a great message. Things are hard, but you got to stick it out.
Playing music is definitely like a release. It is the greatest feeling on the planet to me. But my favorite part of being in this band is probably getting to share that stage and do that energy with the rest of the boys. And then getting to talk to a lot of our friends and fans. They are a lot of incredible people, a lot of people that have had some deep, serious conversations with that have um, led to some tears and hugs. And I love you all for those times. But those are, yeah, that's one of my favorite things is talking to you guys and having that connection.
Well, first of all, the guys are awesome. We have a really good camaraderie, and then also just the people I've met at shows have been really nice people, like people in the Donut Crew. They've been accepting with open arms, and that's been a really good experience with playing with When the Sun Sets.
Honestly, just the guys playing the music, playing our message. Again, saying that, but just we all get along. We all love what we do, and this has just been a dream come true. So, um, really, just playing in general and just being able to promote what we're all about. So,
I'd say my favorite part of When the Sun Sets is that it's not just a band. It's a lot bigger than that. It's we're trying to make like a movement. You know, we're trying to help people.
Truly just getting to feel like we have a platform to help improve people's lives. We get told all the time of how much our music means to people. So just being able to feel like I'm a part of something that's truly helping is my biggest thing that I love about this.
I think one of the other guys already said this, but I think the energy, it's something you can just feel through the music, through us moving on stage. We really encourage the crowd to participate. Like I said earlier, it's an experience, so we really want people to feel that.
guitar picks. I'm just kidding. I want everyone to like to see what we're all about. Again, we give a good stage presence. We give a good message. We give a good. Our songs rock. Okay, so just in general, like, I think a lot of people I've heard from fans, their first time is it. They really get it, and it's definitely something not to miss out on. So.
Just the feeling that you're not alone. You come in to our show with just leaving everything at the door, and you just spend the 30 minutes to an hour, however long we're playing with us, and just feeling that serotonin release just from that music can give.
So for their first experience, I would like for them to just witness the wall of energy that we provide. We like to have fun on stage, and I also just want them to know that like come by the merch table, talk to us about anything. We love interacting with fans, and it's what makes doing this so rewarding. So we're open arms. Come hang out.
That sense that you're never alone. Um, we are always here to talk. We're always here to tell a joke, to listen, do whatever helps you get through the day. Come talk to us. Like, be part of this family because I want you to feel like you're part of this. I want you to feel like you belong. I want you to feel like you are never alone. That's what I want you to take away from your first show, and hopefully more than that first show.
How can I be honest with myself?
The scooter. Really, after every show at the hotels, like we were all hanging out. Well, I'll just kind of, kind of recap the whole show, and the environment, everything like that. We get a little loose in terms of just talking about the experience, and it's always an impactful experience. But I remember this one time I'm in the lobby. There's a scooter that's plugged in, and I'm like, I'm gonna take the scooter, and I sat on it, and I started riding it, and it was still plugged in. I didn't realize it was still plugged. I didn't tell you that story. I sat on a scooter and rode it a little bit, and then it only went like about 3 inches till it unplugged, and then I just ran back to sleep. And I woke up, it was all a dream. Isn't that crazy?
We were in Milwaukee, and somebody pulled a taser out and made the noise right behind Rage. And we were right by a sign that said high voltage, and it was like kind of a joke. And they made the noise, and he literally jumped like a cartoon character, like 5 feet in the air. It was beautiful. I hope to God we still have footage of that. I hope it goes mixed in with this, but it was amazing.
For Honestly, it's when we shocked Rage. that that will forever stick out in my memory.
It would definitely have to be when we scared Rage with the taser. He jumped like across the street. It was hilarious. And then we did it to him later in the day, and he still fell for it, and it was even funnier the second time. Yeah.
Well, Ryan expanded a little bit on this, and I'm not going to go with the taser thing.
That was great.
But that will definitely be plugged here. I think it's always fun to loosen up after the shows with the guys. Like probably a couple of years ago, our classic loosen up thing was let's order Papa John's
Yeah.
and let's go get like a bottle of whiskey or something. And out of those memories, one time, Ryan is just stumbling into the room, and he told us, he was like, I saw a scooter, and I want to take it. He's like, just real quick, I think it'd be a good video. It'd be a good content idea. And so I'm sitting there, I'm laying on the bed, I got my phone out, I'm like, I am fully prepared when I hear this knock on the door for Ryan to roll up in this scooter. And I think like my favorite memory is he just like walked through the door, he's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I think just those kind of moments, like getting to be goofy with the guys.
These days, I just feel like I'm a memory.
We just played a show at Reggie's. It was our first show of the year. And as I was walking off stage, one of the audience members asked me personally for my set list, and that just felt really good.
I was at, we did the scene center, and I can't even tell the story properly. Like, it chills thinking about it. I don't know if anyone else in the band knows it, but no, I was sitting with this, one of the fans, and he was just kind of contemplating music in general and theater and whatever the heck, and I was like, just stick with it, man. And I was just giving him that. I was just talking to him like I would talk to my own son or something, and then no, I'm sitting with him, and I didn't know what was going on, but apparently, like as I'm leaving, the sponsor came out, and he's like, gave me a big hug, and he goes, "You impacted his life completely. You changed and made his night, and it just still sits with me because there's other words for that. There's more. I'm not gonna say like I changed his. I don't know, entire outlet, but like I gave him confidence in what he originally came into the place to not want to be really a part of, and he was dealing with some things, and I didn't even realize this at the time, but then to hear that at the end, like I changed or made an impact in any way, that's what I'm all about, and that's what we're all about. Like we want to impact that, and like music impacts me in such a way, and I'm trying to promote that, and I want everyone to kind of hear that.
No, I like there's a specific person that has literally told me that they probably would not still be here if it wasn't for the interactions we've had, and I just don't want to say names just because I'm be respectful to them. But you always have a place, buddy. I promise.
We have so many cool fans that give us gifts and stuff. We have friends that give us bracelets all the time. This is my favorite one that says hope, and I wear it almost every day, and it just gives me that motivation I need to kind of get through the day.
This one's a little sad. I might need a second. This was the interaction kind of started before When the Sun Sets, but it's kind of the reason I started it. There's a boy named Holden. I met him when he was 14. His parents came to a lot of my shows, and they were like family to me. And I wrote our first song to help him keep pushing on, because I never thought a 14-year-old should be dealing with that. And unfortunately, at 16, he took his own life, and I said, sorry. I'd say no interaction sticks out more than the first time I met that kid. I saw a lot of myself in him. Yeah. So I think every show that I do is for him. And yeah, I think that's one that will always stand out to me. Oh, I need a sec.